Today's program is brought to you by OTCStockShark.com. For the latest and greatest OTC and Pink Sheets information, sign up for your account at OTCStockShark.com. Thank you for tuning in to TBC Today. I'm Brandon Vincent.
And I'm Angelina Soriano.
In financial news, Americans cut credit card use a 21st straight time in June as sluggish job growth and a slowing economy turned spenders into savers, putting more pressure on the recovery. Outstanding consumer credit decreased at a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 0.7%, down $1.3 billion to $2.42 trillion in June. The report showed revolving credit dropped $4.5 billion or 6.5%. The last time credit card use rose was in September of 2008. Non-revolving credit rose 2.4%. That category includes loans for cars, tuition, and vacations. The report on borrowing came on the same day that the government reported July non-farm payrolls declined by 131,000 jobs, which was worse than expected and marked the second straight decline. A reason jobs aren't being created is consumers are holding back spending, partly because of the high unemployment rate. Americans' income and their spending both were flat in June. The national saving rate rose to 6.4% from 6.3%. In U.S. news, the undersea gusher in the Gulf of Mexico has been brought under control, but the worst oil spill in U.S. history will continue to be felt along the Gulf Coast for some time. Former Coast Guard Admiral Thad Allen told CNN's State of the Union, if you're sitting in Barracia Bay, it's still a disaster. If the folks have not come back to the panhandle of Florida, it's still a disaster. A report from the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration last week found 3/4 of oil spilled between late April and mid-July has been collected, dispersed, or evaporated. But Allen said we need to keep a steady hand at the tiller to keep the cleanup going. In international news, local and international relief workers say continued heavy rainfall has worsened the situation in Pakistan, where raging floodwaters have killed more than 1,600 people and affected 15 million in the past 2 weeks. The United Nations says Pakistan will need billions of dollars to recover from its worst floods in history. In addition to causing major human losses, Pakistan's raging floodwaters have destroyed hundreds of thousands of homes, washed away crops and livestock. Floodwaters have raged down from the northwestern province to the agriculture heartland of the southern province. The country's army is leading the relief efforts, but with more rain forecast, relief workers are anticipating further devastation. Bad weather has hampered helicopter flights carrying relief goods for victims still trapped in remote areas. UN officials say they are particularly worried about the needs of 600,000 people who remain completely cut off in the North Province.
Think you're too busy to work out? Think again. Now there's the Ab Circle Pro, the fastest, easiest way to lose those love handles and get the sexy sculpted body you've always wanted.
The secret is the Ab Circle Pro combines cardio and abs to burn fat, while its unique friction-free track uses the momentum of gravity to target your entire midsection in a full circular motion, firing your core like no other machine has ever done. Best of all, it's fun and easy and takes just 3 minutes a day. And now, through this exclusive TV offer, the Ab Circle Pro can be yours to try in your home for 30 days for just $14.95. And if you call within the next 10 minutes, we'll send you Jennifer Nicole Lee's complete Lose Your Love Handle system, which includes our 3-minute express workout and nutritional guide, absolutely free.
Call 1-800-310-1646 to try Ab Circle Pro for $14.95 plus shipping with credit card order. Call now for a free upgrade to priority processing. That's 1-800-310-1646.
In entertainment news, Kanye West is a new man. So says the rapper who took to Ustream to answer questions from fans. Speaking from somewhere in Korea, West appeared wearing the outfit he wore in the Flashing Light video. After speaking about his love of art and how it helped influence the video for his new song Power, Kanye discussed his creative process and his admiration of James Cameron's Avatar and the late fashion designer Alexander McQueen, whose creativity, he said, he uses as his bar. Kanye said, "When I make music, I'm not really thinking about other rappers' albums. I'm thinking about the McQueen collection." The rapper became reflective when a viewer posted a comment referring to West as racist. Kanye said, "I actually don't know a rapper that likes white people more than me. I don't know a rapper that has collaborated with more white people. I know what I did that made people put me in that box, but it never came from a place of hate. I'm not going to dial into that, but I will just say that I am in no way a racist." The rap star appears to be going for a kinder, gentler approach. In tech news, the strange case of Mark Hurd got a little bit stranger with a someone said, someone else said account in the Wall Street Journal. One anonymous source disputes some of the specific charges of wrongdoing against the former HP CEO, and another seeks to reinforce the company's stance that there was something unusual going on between the chief executive and a former contractor the company cleared of having been sexually harassed by him. HP, under the new stewardship of CFO and interim CEO Kathy Lesjak, is sticking to its guns that Hurd's departure was appropriate, saying in a all-hands memo quoted by the Wall Street Journal that Mark has failed to disclose a close personal relationship he had with the contractor that constituted a conflict of interest, failed to maintain accurate expense reports, and misused company assets. Hurd resigned suddenly following a sexual harassment probe that revealed he had falsified expense reports, ostensibly to hide a personal relationship with a company contractor. The company found that Hurd did not violate sexual harassment policies, but did run afoul of its standards of conduct. As he headed for the exit, Hurd agreed, "I realized that there were instances in which I did not live up to the standards and principles of trust, respect, and integrity that I have espoused at HP and which have guided me throughout my career." In health news, Medicare will remain financially solvent for 12 years longer than projected a year ago because of the cost-cutting measure in President Obama's recently enacted health care legislation. Social Security's long-term finances also stand to improve slightly, though it's in the short-term run. The retirement program's condition has worsened because of high unemployment, which has reduced payroll tax revenues. Both programs continue to face intense financial pressure in coming decades as the population ages and health care costs rise. Medicare, in particular, faces eventual insolvency if more is not done to balance its obligations to provide health care coverage to the elderly with the tax revenues that pay for the program. Medicare's Hospital Insurance Trust Fund should remain solvent until 2029, or 12 years more than projected. The long-term 75-year shortfall for the hospital fund also is reduced, as are the projected cost of the separate Medicare supplementary insurance program. But both parts of the Medicare system will require additional reforms to be financially sustainable. In green news, after a series of eliminations at Michigan International Speedway over the past several weeks, the original 136 vehicles that qualified to enter the Automotive X Prize were narrowed down to 9 final survivors. In this revolution through competition, the vehicles aim for the best super fuel efficiency, 100 miles per gallon, in hopes of earning the $10 million purse. 2 combustion engine vehicles and 7 electric vehicles reached 90 miles per gallon in the on-track tests. So what's next before the big winner is chosen? Next, the vehicles remaining from the teams based in the United States, Switzerland, Finland, and Germany head to the laboratory for the validation stage. Whether they can reach 100 miles per gallon target as well as meet emissions and performance requirements will determine the top vehicle. In the shakedown and knockout stages, the competition teams were reduced to 33 vehicles, including Tata Motors and Tango, with 15 making it to the third event.
Thank you for tuning in to TBC Today. I'm Brandon Vincent.
And I'm Angelina Soriano.
The makeup in today's program is provided by MAC Cosmetics.